Year after year, wreath-laying and remembrance ceremonies are held to honour Hubert Nathaniel Critchlow, father of trade unionism in Guyana and the Caribbean. Apart from his fight for trade unionism, Critchlow had been a strong advocate for women's rights. But decades later, in 2015, there are countless issues affecting women that seem not to take precedence.
Last year, Madam Chair, right here in this forecourt, we highlighted a number of issues affecting women. This year, Madam Chair, the situation is dimmer. Nothing has changed. As a matter of fact, things have gotten worse.
That was Kathy Fowler of the Women's Advisory Council of the Guyana Trade Unions Congress. At the wreath-laying ceremony held last Sunday at Parliament Buildings, she highlighted some troubling issues still affecting Guyanese women in the 21st century.
Gender-based violence, sexual abuse, sexual harassment in the workplace, trafficking of our young girls, high suicide rate, high cost of living, poor health care, deploring working conditions, discrimination.
Fowler believes that many of these issues are spiraling out of control and without the intervention of decision makers.
There are times when we fear reading the papers or listening to the news because every day it's some story of a woman or a young girl killed, battered or badly wounded by her partner. It's a sign of breakdown in our society.
But how can effective changes be made when decision makers themselves are engaged in the abuse of women?
And we are further being threatened with slaps and stripping in public by those being paid with our taxes to serve us.
Fowler was at the time referring to the abuse and threats of stripping and slapping meted out to women's rights activist Shirlene Najir by the Honourable Health Minister Dr. Berry Ramsaran, who, despite the seriousness of his offence, remains on the job. Rihanna Ahmad, HGP Nightly News.